Hey, this is Ranting Q. I promised I'll give you the end of the season and how we stack up and how we look. That's going on right now. Detroit, 14 and 6. 20 games. We've never seen like 16 games. We saw 16 and 17. We're at 20 games, which means we went to the NFC Finals, which means we'll get a nice piece of change for our, what they call that, our cap. So we'll be able to do more in terms of getting a better player. But that's not for today's deal. Right now, we want to sit back and say, thank you, Lions. Thank you, boys. You guys did everything y'all could do, man, to get us where we had to get to. I mean, we weren't planning on. We was happy to make the division champion. We were ecstatic about doing that. Then we turn around, we get to win one game in the playoff. We were ecstatic to do that. I mean, everything about that is just what we want. Now we have to set up for NFC North champions and the top 4 team, one of the top 4 teams in the NFL this year. I think it's pretty dang good. From a team that usually get in the bottom 8, 9, we're now at top. So we'll probably be ranked number 28, 29th to get a pool, but we don't care. We have 8 pools this year. And we got some, but now I'm going to get some sad news as always. My rant is not going to be a soft. I'm not going to do a rant. I'm not going to be mad about anything because it needs to be mad. This has been a great season. My first 2 years of doing this had taught me that we're doing great, man. I mean, we've had a great year last year, great year this year, a better year this year, great year upcoming because we're looking good. We got all the young people in place. Now, as always, you're going to lose some people. We're always going to lose some people when we do this. The loss of players, well, hopefully like we did before. We lost some last year. We lost the 2 guys that we adore, man. You know? Williams and Swift, they both was cut short in their playoff span. I think with us, it wouldn't make any difference because we accommodated him with Jamal and Montgomery, and they both exceeded what we needed them to do, exceeded what these guys did on their side of the world, and a very vital tool to our victories. What I want to talk about is the end of the year. I know all you fair weather fans are going to jump off now. We know that. It was part of the deal. You had to run. I got all my boys. There's one from Detroit. He was on. He said, I'm with you. But then when they lost, he just said, okay, they lost. It wasn't his magical team, but he would have rolled with him. And I understand that. You ride with the champion. But us true Lions fans, the one who wear the silver and blue with pride, just like me, 40-year plus. So we've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. It's always others. Not so much of the good, but more the bad and the ugly. And we almost there. We could almost get it. And this is one of the times that we could almost get it. But you know what? When we got to the NFC Finals, that was eclipse enough for me. I'm going to be honest with you. To get the next one, I thought San Francisco was going to beat us up pretty good. We'll lose by 6. We lost by 3. But the way the game played out, man, wow. Our true and dependable guys, like Reynolds, you just and a lot of players, a lot of analyzing his catchability. How did he catch the ball? Did he catch it differently? Yes, he did. I mean, you got to realize this is an exciting time. This is exciting. And think about why he was going to Reynolds so much in tight situations because he'd been there, so he kept throwing. But Reynolds lost his touch to be he kind of got fame on his side and he acted like he was a famous guy. And when famous guys, they kind of forget themselves. When you're a dirty dog, hungry dog, everything counts, man. You watching everything you come to is like gold. Okay? That's the difference. When you're looking at a team that needs players, and you wonder why didn't we get them? Because we were playing good without them. Don't you understand? We were 12-5. 3 games over last year's great victory. So don't never turn your head down. If the first time you start having your head down and like, oh, they want Lions, take your butt on someplace else. This Lions wouldn't even be in anywhere. We don't come close to playoff time. We're in the playoffs. I was in the playoffs. We won 2 games, won the division champion, And we just barely lost to San Francisco because of a lot of people just was at an area they've never been before. It's uncomfortable. I mean, and that's the thing. We now know what to do. We also know, and Dan even knows. He said, "Man, but I gotta stay with true. What got me here, and that was the right idea. Just do it. I mean, we would have got it. You saw it. The drops was there. The pass was there, right on target. Hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. And we had a couple like that. One thing, threw the ball in a smash between two guys smashing up on Brown, but guess what? He dropped it, but he was punished. But see, that's the thing. You gotta. When you get toward the end of the game, you start taking risk. But the risk we did on that fourth down play, that would have really eclipsed his whole thing. He dropped it. When he dropped it, that was the end of the story, man. I mean, we gave the ball back to him. They scored a field goal. Blah 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 blah. So Lions fans, keep your head up. Next season, Surge is going to be the guy. The guy that'll be announcing other than Ranting Q will be Surge. Surge is going to have a voice, and I'll bring you the voice. It's going to be like this. It's going to be a raspy voice, but it's going to be kind of a DJ voice. So what you're going to hear from now on, at this point on, will be Surge. I'm going to tell you the truth. Let's go back. Ranting Q back. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be honest, blood honest next year. The drafts, I'm going to be blood honest. I'm not going to be trying to sugarcoat it, because you part-time fans, you have to make up your mind. Either with us or not. You see how good our team is. You see how good our team's going to go for the future. Everything is in play. And then you get the doctor, Brad Holmes. Get some picks, man. He get 8 picks. You know he's going to parlay them picks to better players. And he loved the later rounds, which means we'll have a decent amount, but we ain't got to pay them a lot of money. Then we can play out our stanchial guys. That's Brown, Sewell, Goff, and hopefully Glasgow should get a better contract too. He's playing off his chain. He come in, he playing like he never left Detroit. That's perfect. So we get everything in place. We just don't have the cornerbacks. And you know the difference, son? We have great safeties, and they did okay. I mean, I understand when you're trying to blitz a guy that can bend all the way down to the freaking ground. I mean, he bent down so low, he went right over his head. That's why you got to hit him in that thigh area. He can bend down, but he can't lose a thigh. And that's what they were doing. They was hitting him in the head, but they was going about thigh level. But you got to go lower than that. When them most quarterbacks like to bend down. Even Goff did it. Goff folded up. Just so he won't get hurt. See, Goff's a smart man. He's here for the longevity factor. We are here for the future. Hooker is going to be there for us. Probably not next year, but year after that. If Goff gets hurt, he can jump in at any time. He'll be on the field, being a backup, holding the board, learning the plays. So right now he's not, but he will. So next year is gonna be even more promising than this year. And this year we was almost promised a Super Bowl.